guys, and welcome to my home series channel on YouTube. Today I'm going to be taking you through my son's nursery and his playroom, and I'm just going to explain a few practical tips for designing the room to make sure it does suit a baby or a child. Sometimes when we are thinking about a nursery, it's all about aesthetics, which is great, and I will go through some points there. But a lot of it does need to be practical, from your carpet to shutters. So I will take you through all those little points to make sure that you design a safe and healthy room for your little baby or toddler. Okay, so I'm going to start off with carpet. Now we've gone with a nylon carpet, and the reason for this is it's a heavy duty carpet, which is great if you've got kids because of spills, or if you've got pets. It's just super easy to clean. And this carpet is also suitable for stairs, which I also recommend carpeting if you've got kids, just so that it's safer for them going up and down without slipping. Another important factor to consider in a nursery is how you block out the sun. So we've gone with plantation shutters, which obviously aesthetically look beautiful in a nursery, but they're not the best in terms of blocking out all light, especially if you require that to get your kids to sleep. I recommend roller shutters for that. That will completely black out a room. But if you are looking for something that it does still let in a little bit of light but looks beautiful, I definitely recommend plantation shutters. It's just more about what's important to you and your family and how your child sleeps best. So one tip I'm going to give you that you might not think of, especially at the design phase, but do take a look at your electrical plan and see where you are putting switches. So we've put one TV point on one wall, and then we've got two switches on our main wall either side, so that when we do eventually sell, someone that puts their bed there has somewhere to plug in iPhones or lamps, which is quite standard. However, when you're thinking about a nursery, you do have to think about where you can put your cot. So our cot sits off the wall for that reason, because we can't push it up against there just for safety reasons. We obviously don't want our baby or toddler reaching out to touch it. And then on this side, we have our split system. So I didn't want to put the cot directly under the heat or the cooling. So do think about where you want to place your cot, because that will make a huge difference when designing your electrical plan. And my final tip for designing a nursery is to consider a wall paint that's different from the rest of the house. We've used Tobman's Silver Tone Grey, which I got from Bunnings. We've used this in all the bedrooms, and it does make a huge difference going from the rest of the house into a room that's got a really calming, different wall colour. It's just a little bit more soothing and a completely different energy. And I do recommend going with a neutral tone, because again, for a resale, grey is going to look good in anyone's bedroom, not just a nursery. Okay, so just off our lounge room, we have Ace's playroom, which is where we can hide everything, which I think is a pretty smart idea. Oh, and I'm not giving any decorating advice for this room, okay? This is just initial design and construct tips. Okay, so I'm going to start with our windows. Our playroom is at the front of the house, so I've put in tinted windows for privacy, and we've installed roller shutters for nighttime use, because obviously tinted windows don't provide privacy at night. Basically, I did this so that we could allow lots of natural sunlight to come in during the day. Ace can look outside and enjoy the garden. And also it stops him from, I guess, ripping down blinds and curtains, which is probably what would have happened if I put some long blinds or sheer curtains in here. Another important design tip for a kid's playroom is storage. We've got mirrored inbuilt cupboards, which are great for storing all his toys and extra clothes. If you're worried about your kids being able to slide the mirrors open, you can buy these little door stoppers just from Baby Bunting, and they're great because they kind of jam the two doors together and stops you from opening them up, which is a good relief. Another great design feature we've added to this room is a separate sliding door from the playroom into our laundry. I'll take you through our laundry in a separate video altogether, but basically this just gives you access to water. So if you wanted to give a bath, I personally plan on using this room as a temporary nursery after we have our second baby. So this will be super handy for me to give the baby a bath and then bring he or she in here to be changed and put to sleep. Another design feature that's both aesthetically beautiful but also practical is a low light pendant. Ace loves it. This allows us to come in the room at the end of the day when it's dark and put it on. Ace loves to look at the different the different shapes, and we can read him a book, and it's just really soothing and calming. And for a feature wall in this room, we've gone with vertical joint cladding panels, which just gives the room a bit of a different look, so that when you walk in it has a different feel and a different energy. And all other walls aside from the feature wall are painted in Tobin's Silverstone Grey. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my tips on the design and build of a nursery or a playroom. I hope some of these more practical tips really do help you. I'm not giving interior decorating advice. These are more for the design and build phase and something that you need to consider before you start your works. So I hope if something helped you in some way to save you money or save you trouble, then my job is done. So I really hope to see you next time. Thanks again, guys. Bye.